Hello everyone and welcome to this short WaterGEMS demo on customer meter elements, importing them and then assigning them. So as you can see, I've already got a model here, pipes, tanks, pumps and so on. What I don't have though, if I go to my demand control center here, is any demands. So as you can see, I have no demands in this model whatsoever. So down the bottom left here, I've got a background layer, and if I turn that on, you'll see that it's a shapefile that contains, if I zoom in, the location of all of the meters in this particular suburb or model. So this is the file that we're going to use to import the customer meters. So I'll go ahead and tick that off, and then we'll use the model builder to import those customer meters. So as I said, it's a shapefile. I'm not going to go into too much detail regarding the actual model build. That's a separate demo. But if we go through here, the important thing, of course, is that we assign it to customer meter and give it a key field. And then we also want to make sure that the demand field here is, of course, the demand base. So the shapefile does have a demand on it for each of those different water meters out in the field. After that, I'm going to go ahead and finish it. I can close that down now and of course synchronize my drawing. And it appears that nothing happened, but as I zoom in, you'll start to see that it did in fact bring in those customer meter elements for me. You'll notice here that this particular customer meter, if I open up its properties, that it has no associated element here. So of course I could go and select associated element and then select the nearest junction there, but I don't want to do that 5,000 times. So of course there's a tool to help you do that, and that tool is Load Builder. So if I open up Load Builder here and create a new one, down the bottom, the internal data, the customer meter load data, and you'll see that we can use the polygons or nearest node or nearest pipe. Now I'm going to use nearest pipe because I think that's the most accurate. So if I go next here, of course I need to choose all of the pipes that I want, as well as all of the junctions. So in my case I'm going to use junction and hydrants in case there's some hydrants there. And the customer meter layer, again, all of them. So I could only process the unassigned ones, but I'm going to do all of them. So when I say next here, give it a new label called customer meter, and I'm going to update an existing alternative here because, as you saw, we have no existing demand. So I'm just going to go ahead and overwrite the base. So when I finish that up, you can see immediately that I've got this spider web style drawing now, and that's because each of these customer meters has now been assigned. So if I open up the properties, you'll see that each one has been assigned to a junction. So it looks a bit strange now, but what we can do is using the element symbology, opening up the customer meter here, you can either just turn them off, the actual dotted lines there, the associated element decorations, and you can also play with the symbol size multiplier here if you wanted to see them or not. And if you really wanted to control it, you could turn on the zoom dependent visibility so that you only see them when you zoom in with the associated decorations. Anyway, now of course we can go to the flex table and have a look at the customer meter table, and you'll find that each one has a demand here as well. So they've all been assigned and they've all got that demand that we brought in through Model Builder. So rather than assigning demands to junctions as you would have done in the past, you can now bring in the actual meters from your GIS with demands associated to them or not. Use Load Builder to very quickly assign them, and all that work is done for you. And then, as you can see, I can make changes to the demand here right within my flex table, so I don't need to necessarily go through the demand control center as you're probably used to doing. Anyway, thank you very much for watching.